Hello guys, it's me, your best friend Jimmy. Due to many requests, I decided to make my way to Hongdae. It's one of the most popular places for young people to hang out in Seoul. Before the pandemic, Hongdae used to be a really popular place for clubbing and getting wasted drunk. Now since the government restrictions closed down the clubs, people skip the clubbing part and just get wasted drunk. Well, I'd love to tell you guys all about the history behind this beautiful neighborhood, but this isn't a documentary. Oh, then what are you doing, Jimmy? Well, guess what? I'm here to get some street food. And guys, this is where my journey begins. The super famous tteokbokki of Hongdae. This place, tteokbokki, is an extremely successful chain that started out as a small store in Hongdae. In fact, they became so successful they even have an LA chain now. Now what are we waiting for? Let's get some food. Since I was by myself, I decided to get tteokbokki, some fish cake, and some mixed deep fried food. Almost everything on the menu was around $3 with the fish cake being slightly cheaper at just under $2. You could say that even in Korea, this is considered to be a budget meal, a true street food for everyday people like myself. I feel like there's something really cool about seeing your food get prepared and served in front of your eyes. That's what makes the street food experience fun for me. The excitement, the smell, and the visual tease that come with it too. And there's my food. Not bad for something under $10, right? Luckily for me, they had a place to sit inside, but it still counts as a street food, right? That's tteokbokki, the rice cake. And this is fried vegetables, I believe. And that's fish cake. It's kind of embarrassing because I have to talk to myself. So allow me to start eating. Well, that's some serious food presentation, isn't it? Let's start with the tteokbokki. Whoa, do you guys want a bite? Looks pretty amazing. Usually when you get tteokbokki, it comes with fish cakes like these. But me being greedy, got an extra order of fish cakes. Now this is something that I really love to get as well. It comes with mixed fried things, including this, looks like some kind of dumpling with glass noodles in it. Looks pretty awesome. Let me try. Oh, so what you do? You don't just put it in your mouth. You actually dip it in the tteokbokki sauce. There you go. And then you put it in your mouth. Flavorful. Now, since you guys love it when I tell stories, let me go ahead and tell you guys a story. It's a story about tteokbokki from when I was young. It's a very long time ago. I don't even know how many years ago. I'm 19 now, so it must have been a long time ago. I was about 7 years old. There was a food truck in my neighborhood. They had tteokbokki, just like this. It was owned by this one lady, and she had a son. Her son was somewhere around my age. I think he might have been a year younger than me. Anyway, I was in the playground. I run into that kid. I don't know why, but he called me fat. One thing that I couldn't stand as a kid is somebody calling me fat. So what did I do? I went after him with bad intentions. Wanted to punch that kid, you know? I had to. I wasn't the most athletic kid, but I had my weight advantage. So I took him down. When I took him down, he starts crying. And then I guess me being a soft-hearted little fat boy, kind of felt bad when he started crying. So I left him. Because in the world of children, as you guys know, crying means you got absolutely annihilated. Anyway. And then the next day, me being a fat kid, I went back to the food truck. Had tteokbokki. Paid her like what? Like $1, because you know, back in the days it used to be a lot cheaper. I remember feeling so horrible because I'm 7, but I know well enough that having a food truck like that, you know, he didn't come from the most wealthy family, and his mom was working so hard. His mom was selling tteokbokki to bring food to the table for him. And I just felt bad. I felt so bad that I never really talked to him again, never really even like interacted with him. Yeah. That's the end of the story. So the lesson of the story is that Don't you ever freaking call me fat. Just kidding, guys. I guess all I'm trying to say is there are things that I've done as a child that I regret. And kid, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but you did call me fat. You kind of deserved it. Definitely enjoying this tteokbokki. So tteokbokki is probably the most popular street food in Korea. Do I like it personally? Can I still keep my Korean citizenship while I'm saying that I'm not really into tteokbokki? It's nice every once in a while. My friends want to get it. Sure, I'll get it too. I'll enjoy it, but not my #1 favorite food. In fact, I like these fried food more. I don't know what it is. I still have that fat Jimmy in me. Anything that's deep fried, cannot resist. The fish cake, I believe they were like 25 cents when I was young, per skewer. They sold it by skewer back in the days. But now they have like a serving, proper serving. What you do is you take it and then you dip it in the soy sauce. Then what do? You just bite it off like a... I was gonna say something inappropriate, decided not to. Kind of hard to describe what it's like, but it's not fishy. Also, the way they cook these, they don't just boil it in water. As far as I know, they have this broth that they have to prepare. I think they boil like radish and anchovies with it, and then it creates this like flavorful broth, and then they boil the fish cake, probably factory made. They boil it in that broth. That's why they can make it so flavorful. As flavorful as my sense of humor. Can you imagine if people around me, they actually understand what I'm saying? That'd be so embarrassing. You're true Korean, the last remaining dumpling, dip it in the tteokbokki sauce, and then put it in your mouth. Last fish cake. Oh yes, dip it in the soy sauce. It's kind of hard to believe how expensive things have gotten. This is like 3 times what it used to be. Now while I'm eating, can I tell you guys yet another funny story? So the name of this business is tteokbokki, which if you translate, organized criminals tteokbokki, which doesn't make any sense because us Koreans are nice. Criminals? They don't exist in Korea. Like half of our population is K-pop trainee and the other half works at a convenience store. But anyway, many years ago, when I was still a student, I had an argument with my girlfriend. She claimed that this business, they named their business tteokbokki because it's actually owned by gang members. I was like, no freaking way. They just named it because it's funny and catchy. Now today before coming here, I actually looked it up. Is it actually owned by gang members? And apparently, they named it tteokbokki not because they're actually in a gang, but because the founders were young people, they were like huge, and they looked like some gang members. So it turns out, I was right, and she was talking nonsense. Pretty much done with the food, just trying to enjoy the soup. Tastes deeper than my soul. Alright. I'm done with this place.
Out on the streets again. I knew I was still hungry. Also, why is everyone so skinny here?
Probably shouldn't have talked about my ex-girlfriend because now there's a lot of bitterness in my mouth. So guess what I have to do now? I need something sweet. A dessert. Not entirely sure what I'm supposed to get here, but we'll find out.
And guess what I found while I was walking? A South Korean waffle place. And I decided to get this Nutella ice cream waffle. Oh yes, this is gonna be good. I feel like you could have been a little more generous with the amount of Nutella, but okay.
감사합니다.
Not the most luxurious dessert that I've had, but for $4, I can't possibly complain.
Looks pretty good. What do you guys think?
Now all I'm gonna have to do is find a place where I can eat this, show you guys what it's like, and oops, I forgot to hit the record button. But I'm just gonna say that it wasn't bad, but it wasn't that amazing either.
Now I heard about this one place where I can get grilled barbecue ice cream. Heard that right, grilled barbecue ice cream. It's like Korean barbecue but with ice cream, I think. I think I'm gonna get that before I go home today.
So I found out that it's ice cream that's covered in marshmallow. I mean, that can't be bad, right? Alright, they can have my hard-earned $4.
This is so weird. Now this is going to be so good. So this actually comes in 4 different flavors. Guess what flavor I got? Me, being a traditional Korean man, got the green tea flavor. So sweet. A little too sweet for my taste. So there you go, Korean ice cream barbecue. We need to send this over to America. Their medical insurance will become even more expensive. I gotta say, the quality of the ice cream itself is pretty good and pretty unique experience. Definitely worth trying at least once. Oh.
And that's the end of my afternoon in Hongdae. Hongdae actually has a lot of cool restaurants that I wasn't able to show you guys today. So if you guys are interested, I'll definitely come back and make more videos about Hongdae, as well as other places in Korea. Did you guys enjoy this video? Then please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment to tell me which one of the food that I had today you would like to try. Till we meet again, goodbye my friends.